Do you like playing with Artifact of Command on and becoming a god in Risk of Rain 2? I sure do. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking all 33 white items in Risk of Rain 2, based on how good they are when you have Artifact of Command and get to choose your items. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 33 is Bison Steak. Bison Steak is not very good, but it can be used for a little more survivability, or you can gain growth if you have Full Sun, but it's still not very good, like ever. Number 32, War Banner. War Banner is not a great item whether using command or not, and it doesn't stack super well either. It's not useful when you can get 5 Mocha to have the effect all the time, or 2 energy drinks to match the movement speed buff while sprinting. Number 31, Roll of Pennies. Roll of Pennies isn't normally a great item, but it synergizes well with if you have lots of wraps. In Sacrifice plus Swarms, it also synergizes extremely well with Long-Standing Solitude, because you can get infinite levels much quicker, except you actually can't get infinite, the cap is 94. 30, Medkit. Medkit is not a great form of healing, but it is nice to have. It does scale with max HP, which is useful for late game, but by that time you'd have a lot of other better healing. Number 29, Fireworks. Fireworks are fine. They aren't great, but there are some good builds around them, though they have very little use outside of those builds. Number 28, Monster Tooth. Mooth is a decent late game item when you're killing many enemies, and it's also useful for healing allies, as they can pick up your Mooths too. It's not great healing, but it does scale with max HP, so... 27. Cautious Slug. Cautious Slug is not super great healing compared to a lot of other forms, as it doesn't scale and it requires you to be out of danger. It's not a bad item outside of command, but it is extremely outscaled by many other healing items. Number 26, Rusted Key. Rusted Key is very useful as it gives a free big chest on the next stage, but it's not very useful until late game when you have a very good build going and lots of other items. Then it's much more useful. It's essentially joint 25th with Topaz Brooch, but I personally don't like it as much, so I'm putting it below Topaz Brooch. Which brings me to number 25, Topaz Brooch. Topaz Brooch is not a great early game item like Rusted Key, but becomes an almost entire second health bar when you get super late game. Number 24, Stun Grenade. Stunning enemies for 2 seconds is very useful, but it only really works if you have a high fire rate. It also doesn't stack how it says it stacks. It actually stacks hyperbolically, meaning each stack is less than the last. You'd think 20 stacks would give a 100% stun chance, but it actually only gives 50%. 40 also doesn't give 100%, it only gives 66%. And no matter how many you get, you will never reach a 100% stun chance. Number 23, Bolstering Lantern. Banton is very good on close range survives in late game, since you need to be close to the enemies and you'll probably have 68 BGs following you. But most of the time, it's just good. Number 22, Personal Shield Generator. PSG is great in super high stacks, but before you have tons of them, it can be a hindrance as you don't get nearly as much one-shot protection. If you do have 12 of them, you have 96% more health, which is essentially a second health bar. Number 21, Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb is a great proc item since it does total damage, and it can be used on non-proc characters too. Getting 20 of them almost triples your damage output, but it's not perfect as you will likely kill everything before it goes off by the time you have 20. Number 20, Warped Echo. Wecco is great survivability, but it doesn't do anything particularly special with command on. Number 19, Oddly Shaped Opal. Opal is, like Wecco, a great survivability option that doesn't change much with command. Number 18, Backup Mag. Backup Mag is very good when you have a great secondary, like most characters, with one or two exceptions. Captain. Having additional uses of Acrid Spit, for example, helps kill distant enemies in a much quicker time. Number 17, Elusive Antlers. Antlers are just always good, and are an easy way to get a buff for growth nectar that you can have up at almost all times. Number 16, Power Elixir. Elixir is great survivability early game, and can help you recover when you fall off void fields or take a huge hit. Number 15, Bustling Fungus. Fungus is very good both early and late game, but it's not great middle game, when you're not super overpowered. It's especially good on high health characters, and also engineer. Number 14, Paul's Goat Hoof. Hoof's a great movement, though there are definitely better options in command. You also don't want to go too overboard and be uncontrollably fast all the time, though a Stone Flux should solve that problem. Number 13, Delicate Watch. Watches are great when not in command, and are also great if you are good at the game, though command players such as me are not good at the game, making them play slower. Also, I want to hit all the blood shrines, which I can't do if I have watches. Number 12, Chronic Expansion. Command allows you to be really strong very early in the game, making crunches last much longer, especially if you have 9 million gas. They also let you hit blood shrines and not lose them forever, which is why they're placed above watches. Number 11, Energy Drink. Sprint speed is highly useful in command, as you can get 9 nonillion energy drinks and not be uncontrollably fast at all times, and instead teleport to the world box only when you're sprinting. It means you can move precisely, but can also jump the whole map when you need to, making it more versatile than normal movement speed. Number 10, Focus Crystal. Crystals are a huge help on melee survivors, and can also be useful on ranged ones late game. They don't require any charge up, and don't break when I lose 93% of my health to a blood shrine and almost die. Number 9, Armor Piercing Rounds. Armor Piercing Rounds help speed up the teleporter and kill Mithrix in seconds, which is very useful when you've become God and want to end the run quickly. Though late game, when you one-shot everything, they are not as useful anymore. Number 8, Repulsion Armor Plate. Wraps mean that you can get shot by 6 lasers, 42 Clay Templars, and 843 Wisps and still not die, though you need a lot to make that happen. They provide good survivability from rapid attacks, which are often the most deadly. Number 7, Soldier's Syringe. Soldier's Syringes make you attack much quicker, which is really good for proc builds and great for most others. Number 6, Tri-Tip Daggers. Daggers give a 10% bleed chance, which is, again, really good for proc builds. It also combos great with Noxious Thorns, and any bleed is always good on any character. Number 5, Tougher Times. Tougher Times are another item that lies about how it stacks. You'd think 7 Tougher Times would make you invincible, but instead it gives you a 51.2% block chance. 51.2% is not no damage, but it's still a 51% damage reduction from just 7 items. Number 4 is Gasoline. Gas is one of the best stacking items in the entire game, is great for all builds, and is one of the best sources of area of effect damage in the entire game. Number 3, crowbar. Crowbars allow you to do so much damage in one shot that you stop seeing enemies. 75% damage per stack is a lot of damage. And put it on a high damage character like Loader or Railgunner, and you can deal thousands, if not millions, of damage in one shot. That takes a lot of them, though. Number 2 is Mocker. Mocker has the benefits of Soldier's Syringe and Goat's Hooves, and won't make you go uncontrollably fast as quickly. I always recommend getting 5 Mocker to start a run off with, and they're never a bad choice if you don't know what to get. And the number 1 best item in Command is Lensmaker's Glasses. Crit is possibly the best thing in the entire game. It doubles your damage with 10 items, 11 if you replace 1 with Instincts and Scythe. It can be triple damage with 1 red, it can apply bleed with 1 yellow, and it can heal you and increase attack speed with 2 greens, and there is no downside at all. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any angry comments or nice ones in the comments. And goodbye.